So speaking of delegation, right? Like I think a lot of business owners end up underperforming because they don't trust or they don't want to spend money on delegating tasks, and as a result, they ended up doing stuff that other people could do, and then their time is spent on that, and also getting stressed about that, thinking about that, handling details about that, that could have been spent on growing their business. So how have you improved in delegation?
Yeah, that was an eye opener for me. I was working when I was running Clean Slate or working for Clean Slate or building Clean Slate, however you want to put it. I was a one-man gang, and I was cleaning several different buildings, over 20, by myself. So I didn't sleep much, didn't see my wife much. It's really tough.
It sounds like a really unconventional jump, by the way. I mean, like,
is.
I didn't know that was your story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. Sometimes I would sleep in my car on Michigan and Orange Avenue. There used to be a Starbucks there, but now I think it's a Walmart, neighborhood Walmart. I used to sleep there in my car right up against the building because they had lights in the middle of jobs, just so I can hit the next job. It was nuts, man. Cops would stop by, like, what you doing here? And after a while, they realized, okay, he's that guy.
Were you the regular?
Yeah, and then they started parking their cars close by, and I guess to protect me, I don't know. But yeah, I stepped all over town, man, in my car to make sure that our clients were taken care of because I was trying to build something.
So that's caring, right? That's caring.
Okay, cool. My friend, his name is George Brandy, one of my great high school, not even high school, kindergarten, first grade buddies. He said to me, he stopped into town, he lived in Tampa, he stopped into town, he said, Gerren, do you want to be self-employed or do you want to run a business? I was like, George, what's the difference? Yeah, okay. And he was like, oh, dude, let's talk. So we sat down, we went out for lunch somewhere, we sat down, he started explaining to me with his knowledge what the differences were. And I was like, George, I want to run a business. He's like, well, you got to do some things differently. I was like, oh, okay. And that's when I started looking for a coach. Now, when I saw the coach and I saw the amount of money I had to invest in the coach, I had to go back to my wife like, Joe, I want to try this coaching thing. But again, remember when I started the business back, I need your support in, can we afford to do this? And it was a hard conversation, but she said, Gerren, I trust you. Go for it. So now,
I see what you mean about having a supporting wife is extremely helpful.
It's helpful, man.
Yeah, because these are a lot of unconventional steps. A lot of people would have a lot of question marks if they were like your family or
like, what is this dude doing?
Yeah.
But it was
like
because
they might have thought you were crazy, or
maybe.
or just naive or just reckless.
It was tough, man. One time, I remember one time my mother-in-law, and I still remind her to this day. I came home from work one time, and she asked me. She said, "Did you pick up any new clients today, son?" And I said, "No, I didn't." And she said to me, "You think it's best for you to just go back to work for somebody?" Dude, I've never been so upset with my mother-in-law ever. Then until now. I turned to her and I said, don't ever ask me that question again. At the time, it was probably rude, but it was, I could not have anybody around me doubting what I'm doing. If you're gonna support me, great. But I felt like that was doubting because I had a bad day. Like, don't judge me based on a bad day. That's how I took it.
Well, you're also in a vulnerable position. Right, like if somebody doubted you now, it wouldn't matter because you've already,
correct.
You're set up.
Great point.
But when you're in the beginning, you yourself have your own doubts.
I have doubts. I don't need it anymore. You know what I mean? So it was tough, man. And and years later now, I kind of laugh. We talk about it here in the kitchen. I'm like, Mom's, hey, remember when? And she's like, forget it, man. Forget it. Don't ask me again. But I'm like, yeah, dude. It was about, you were shaking my confidence because my wife is trusting me. My mother-in-law is like. And I know she wants the best for me, but she is looking at it through her eyes, and she's just questioning, you sure you don't want to go back? I'm like, don't ever say that again, please. So that's another important thing. Having the right kind of people around you that help to support you, not blindly, but support you, even though it doesn't really make sense to them.
Yeah.
So that's been key for me. So I've had to let go of some friends, not because I hate them, not because they're bad people, but they're just not the right influencers for what it is I need. And I've gained some new ones, and I've grown as a result of that. And I look back, and not when I say look back, don't look at it in a negative way, but I've looked at some of my friends that I had to let go and say like, hey guys, like I want you to come along with me. Like, let's do this. I know you have some dreams and stuff that you want to accomplish. Like, let's do this together. And I'm learning that not everybody wants that. Not everybody's ready right now in their assignment to do the things that I was willing to do.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to be patient with myself, with everything that's in me to help other people to be a better version of themselves. I had to be patient. Just say, dude, just mind your business. Just jump on your own journey. And whatever happens along the way, happens along the way. But just focus on you, your family, those that are very close to you. Just take care of them, and the rest will work. So it's been a learning process for me, man, because I love being around people who are happy. I love being able to bring happiness to people. And when I see people who are upset but don't know how to make a decision, I'm quick to try to help. And I need to realize sometimes you just need to listen, Gerren. Just listen, man. And